Hey everybody. Sorry, that took a lot longer than usual. I really wanted that whole song to play out. So, an idea that somebody gave me is if I play a song or a remix of any kind from any game, depending on what it is, to put the name of the song and what game it's from. I forgot who gave me that idea, but if you see this VOD, speak up please, and thank you for the wonderful idea. I can't believe I never thought of that. Anyway, today is the day. I normally don't stream on Mondays. In fact, I never stream on Mondays. Usually I just relax on Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays. If there's a streamer I watch that's live on those days, that's when I don't stream because I don't like getting in the way of their streams. Though it is fun to raid them with like such small number. Anyway, we are playing Okami today. Now, we started Okami last stream. At the end of Wind Waker, we went with about an hour, and then we played Okami for a little bit. That was a teaser for this stream, because I never mentioned this. April 20th, besides it being Weed Day, it's also the following things when relating to gaming. It's Lucina from Fire Emblem's birthday, so her canon birthday. Apollo from Phoenix Wright, that's his birthday, or from Ace Attorney. One of Mickey's characters, today's his birthday, like he revealed his birthday yesterday. Or it's not Mickey's actual birthday, it's a character of his. Okami's birthday, that's probably the reason you're here. And, I learned this last night, it's also Mother 3's birthday. That game is 14 years old alongside Okami. So, maybe by the end of this stream, I might play a little bit of Mother 3 just to celebrate both, but I don't know yet. I don't have a border for Mother 3 set up. So it would just be my normal border, which means I have to like miss and match things around. So I do have a story before we start stream. And this is involving my capture card. Now I've said on a few streams that apparently my capture card was on its last legs. It was not working as well as it should. It was having a few issues. Apparently Steam is open. You shouldn't be open. It's weird. Like, I canceled the update for when Steam boots up, and it still boots up anyway. Like, you're the reason my CPU is going through the roof right now, Steam. Anyway. But yeah, no. So my capture card went and crapped out on me a few nights ago. I fixed it the day before yesterday. Or no, I fixed it yesterday. And you may notice the quality is still the same. There's nothing I can do about that. I didn't get a new capture card. I didn't just get a program that automatically upscales stuff, because let's be real, where would I put that? How would I even work it? But anyway. So I had to reinstall everything. Now, the version of my capture software that I use is called Easy Grabber 2. It's not the Easy Grabber it came with. So that's the name of the program that it uses to like record things. But you guys are seeing the pure feed, not from Easy Grabber, but just from OBS pulling that feed. Now, here's the main thing. This capture card's old. It's like, this capture card I would have had for 7 years. Next February. No. 6 or 7 years, or 5 or 6. I don't know, honestly. Point is, this capture card's old and I need to replace it. Or I need to get a better one. However, only reason I haven't is because, well, I have ways to get the most out of it that I possibly can. Not really, but yeah. But yeah, so I had to reinstall everything. I had to get custom drivers, programs, and files just to make the thing work properly. Because Windows 10, for some reason, it will not natively work for me. It should, but it doesn't. So, yeah, that's why my capture card has so many issues. So, let's go ahead and get into the game, shall we? Now, during this particular stream, I'm going to be going into as much detail about this game as I possibly can. Because this game literally defines me to a T. And I want to go into the points as to why. Most people, when they find out, oh, this is your favorite game, well, what's so great about it? Well, for those who don't know, like, for the Twitch peeps who only watch me on Twitch, nowhere else, to those peeps who don't know what my backstory with this game is. Okay, so I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of an LPer named Chucker Conroy. Years ago, he did a Let's Play of Okami. He played the Wii version. That was when I first started watching him. And I was very interested in the game he was playing. Now, at the time, he was also playing Wind Waker, and I think he had done Mario Galaxy. Or Luigi Galaxy, I should say. But this game stuck out to me. This was that game. I was like, why does this game feel like why does it feel like I know this game? And then it hit me. Same director as another game that I started playing recently at that point, Devil May Cry 1. So, when I saw that Okami LP from Emil, I was playing the original Devil May Cry. Now, the only reason I bring up DMC is because both Okami and Devil May Cry share the same director, Hideki Kamiya. Now, say what you will about that man. I know some of his decisions aren't great, and how he acts on Twitter is kind of laughable at times. But when it comes to writing a decent story, this man kind of knows what he's doing. I say kind of when people like try to make examples of like his bad storytelling, and they're like, DMC's Dark Soul of Light. Well, I believe that, well, besides Bayonetta and a few other games that he was behind the wheel of, I feel like this game, in terms of storytelling, was his magnum opus. And this was one of the last games that Clover Studio put out before they got shut down. Now, for those who don't know, Clover Studios is a subsidiary to Capcom, or was. What they did is they were a little studio of certain devs, like you had Kamiya himself, you had Shinji Mikami, you had, I think Inafune from Mega Man fame was on here at one point. I honestly don't remember. The development of this game was so weird because it started as a photorealistic game, which was cited as impossible at the time. And the game would have looked weird if it was released like that today. Like, because graphical standards are high and mighty nowadays. Everybody cares about, like, high resolution and high frame rates and all that. Okami wouldn't have aged well otherwise. However, this is the original PS2 version, as you may have noticed. And so, little things may look weird or jaggy or whatever. But the main reason I'm playing the original PS2 version is just because, well, one, I'm currently playing through the PS2 version. Oh, and, so, we already played through the game a little bit on stream, the first 30 minutes at least. I want to show something that I totally forgot about. The memory card that I use doesn't like saving certain games. Now, are we just going to do a no save runnable Okami? Hell no, we're not going to do that. I have my good memory card in here today. But yeah, no. So, to continue on, when I finally... So, I went to a GameStop with my cousin a few years after that LP was done. And I look in the Wii section because I had just gotten a Wii. I have had one for about a year at that point. And I was like, just trying to build up my library. Like, I had Mario Galaxy 1, Super Paper Mario, like, those were the games that came with it. Dokapon Kingdom. I believe we had, I think we had Epic Yarn and Return to Dreamland at that point. Or either of those games came out. We got Brawl later on down the line. Actually, the most recent games to my Wii collection, I'm pretty sure is Wario Land, Shake It, and both Epic Mickey games. Which, Epic Mickey will probably get its own stream if I'm being honest, because that game is honestly underrated. But yeah, so, to continue on with the story, we look in the Wii section, and I find a certain Wii game. It's like, wait, this game looks familiar. And the game was Okami. I then bought it with my own money. That was the first game I bought with my own money, believe it or not. Most of my friends assume Wind Waker was the first game I bought with money. No. I got that game for my birthday in 2003. No. Yeah, no. I got it... No. The game wasn't out on my birthday. No, I got it, like, December of that year, I believe. Like, December of 03. So, the game was not even a year old yet. But, okay, so, take the game home. I didn't have my Wii on me, because we weren't allowed to bring our consoles to different places. I was staying at my grandmother's. And so, I anxiously waited, and waited, and waited until I could finally get home, turn on the Wii, after looking for batteries for the sensor bar and the remotes, because we had terrible track records with that. And yeah, when I first played Okami, I absolutely loved it, and I played all the way through it. And ever since then, it had become my favorite game of all time. I am aware of some of its flaws. Like, some of them are very glaring that later releases have actually fixed. Like, I'll go over it when the time comes. Like, there's certain things. Now, I haven't beaten the original PS2 version. I've only beaten the Wii, Switch, PS3, and PS4 versions. I have not beaten the original PS2 release. Well, I'm halfway through it. But yeah. So last time I streamed this, I did, like, voices for this. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just simply gonna talk about the game. So, if you guys want to read the story to yourself, as I'm explaining a few things, you can go ahead and do that. I will leave the text on screen long enough for you to read it, because I'm courteous like that. The text does go kind of slow. So, one of the glaring flaws that I did mention is actually this cutscene right here. It's not glaring, as it's kind of repetitive. So, later releases of Okami, in the form of Okami HD, they added features like skipping certain cutscenes. The PS2 version, you can't skip cutscenes until you beat the game. This cutscene is not an exception, however. You cannot skip this cutscene no matter what. However, when the game was re-released on Wii, I think a year later, they added the option to skip any cutscene. So that made repeat playthroughs a hell of a lot more easier, less repetitive, and if you're like me, who knows the game like the back of your hand almost, then yeah. So, another thing about this game that I kind of want to bring up is this was one of the first games that taught me about mythology. Now, at the time, I knew of Greek mythology because of God of War, and I was a child, so I never got to play that until, like, years later. Like, I believe I beat the first God of War when I was 14. But that's besides the point. Because, well, my dad didn't care if I was 17 or not. He'd let me play it. The only thing that he wanted me to do was He said, when you see women on screen, look away, because boobs and all that. But anyway. So, this game is centered around Japanese mythology. So, for those who have heard the story, Naruto actually has a few ties to Japanese mythology, especially Shinto, which is what this game is based off of. So you have Shiranui, who is... So you got different Japanese gods as different characters. For example, I believe Usanagi is Nagi's full title, and he's named after Usanagi. And there's another character named Nami, who is about to be mentioned. Usanagi, or Usanami, I think is her name. I don't remember. Like, I honestly don't remember. But, there's a lot of subtle nods. So, Orochi himself, the main villain of this game, he's actually a reference to one of the tales of Jiraiya. And if you guys know that tale because of Naruto, then you probably know the legend of Orochi. Because Susanoo, who is another character in this game, is also brought up in mythology. He is apparently Nagi's left eye or something. It's weird. Mythology's weird. But Shiranui was one of the sun gods, or god of fire, I think he's what he was. Like, I'm gonna be corrected in the VOD of this either way. Like, some lore nut is gonna be like, for somebody who claims as this their favorite, you surely don't know about the Japanese mythology behind this game, and therefore, you must be punished. Like, yeah, I know. I've had people do that to me before, where they're like, actually, no, it's this thing, or no, it's that thing. Hey, do you know about this thing, if it's something I already know? Subtle call-out, but not really a call-out. Those people know who they are. But yeah, no. So the story here is once every year at a certain festival, Orochi, an 8-headed serpent, came down and took the sacrifice of one of the village maidens. They would leave a plume of arrow, or they would leave an arrow in their home, and that was the sign that you are the sacrifice. Shiranui was a wolf that patrolled the streets, and everybody thought, oh, he's related to Orochi, this guy's evil. Nagi brought it upon himself to try to defeat the wolf, never bested him. This is the part of the story where Nagi is fighting Shiranui, or not Shiranui, he's fighting Orochi, and Shiranui shows his true colors and comes to help, because he was secretly a god in disguise. And, yeah. So, back to the glaring issue. You can't skip this cutscene. Like, I'm pressing start right now. In the original PS2 and PS3 versions, you cannot skip this cutscene. Now, the PS3 release was the first re-release of this game since the Wii version. And I believe Hexadrive did a great job with that PS3 port. And that was the port that was later used to port to PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch. But where's the Nokia release? I'm joking, there is no Nokia release. Now, this game. It has a few weird changes. Like, not skipping certain cutscenes was one of them. Having certain weapons not work like they should is another issue. Like, that was an issue fixed from this version. So, okay. Let me go into more development-related things with this game. So, source codes. Games have them. It's the most important part of a game. Allow me to list certain games that have lost their source code or cannot get access to source codes. Those games include Sonic Unleashed, which was recently confirmed the source code was lost, Kingdom Hearts, Okami, I believe Final Fantasy 8, 7, and 9, or 7, 8, and 9, and the list goes on. Several games from 1990 onward had very, very bad times when it came to keeping source codes. Kingdom Hearts 1 especially, I remember they had to rebuild a few things from scratch. And Ready at Dawn, the studio that ported Okami to Wii, that was their third title. They had to build half that game again from scratch because Capcom couldn't get access to Clover's files because they shut down Clover a few months after this game came out. And so they didn't have access to like some of the assets. They had to rebuild half this game from scratch. And I mentioned Kingdom Hearts also because they did the same thing with that. 7, 8, and 9 did the exact same things with those two. 8 is a recent case. Like, 8 got ported again for the first time last year. The remastered version was built from the ground up. Well, almost. Character models and certain things had to be redone. Now, Okami, what did the Wii port lose? Well, for one, the credits version the credits from this game were lost. This is the only version of the game that have the original credits. So, if you want to see the people from Clover Studio who worked on this game, play the PS2 version. But from the Wii version onward, the Wii version didn't have credits. Which is the most alarming thing. The Wii version didn't have credits. Because time constraints, and they couldn't get access to the files. That was the most important loss that Capcom had to go with. But then the PS3 version rolled around. People feared, there's going to be no credits for this one too. No. Clover Studios' important contributors, such as directors, art designers, and all that, their credits were here. Hexadrive's credits were there. And then there was a mention to Clover Studio, a game produced by Clover Studio and Hexadrive. That was only in certain versions of the PS3 release. The American version does not have this. Now fast forward to the PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC ports. Same credits as Hexadrive considering it's the same studio. However, depending on your region that your Switch is set to, your credits will be slightly different. And this is a little thing that not many people know. If you look in the studio section, like when it's going over everybody who tested the game, worked on the game, did art for it, you will see new people. Those are the people from Ready at Dawn and Hexadrive respectively that had to rework this game so it wouldn't be lost to time. So this game's history, when it came to re-releases and ports, is a weird one. And Okami is more relevant now more than ever. Recently, as in a few months ago, Kamiya and Nakamura-san, they announced that a sequel was in the works. Not Okami Den, an actual sequel. Featuring Amaterasu? Probably not. However, I'm very hyped for this game. I won't be able to stream it when it comes out, unfortunately, because it'll most likely release on a system that I have no access to stream. But I can guarantee it'll probably come out on Switch, PS4... It'll probably come out on the new PlayStation and Xboxes, the Switch, and PC. It'll most likely come to those consoles. And platforms. It'll most likely come to those platforms. So now we're gonna switch over to cutscene, like in-game graphics. And you will clearly see one of the other things that was lost to time when this game got ported. So, my capture quality is probably not doing it justice, but do you see a weird filter? That filter was one of the things lost when it came to putting this game from scratch. Anyway, enough about the game's development. Let's get on with the actual game. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukiyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness onto the world. Utter that prayer upon me, and unleash my power. So yeah, you just saw a little loading minigame. That was another thing that certain ports didn't have until the later re-releases. So, it's a little cute thing. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such a calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demons so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Amaterasu, gaze upon you and take a condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they were at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Eh? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Get ready for my favorite character. Ho ho ho. That's not creepy at all. Plop. Phew! What on earth? You again? Ow, 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 ow! Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a little bit more interesting. That's all. Are you nipping at my clothes again, Bug? Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isun. For those that have played Animal Crossing with me and are wondering what my island title is referencing, it's a reference to this. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long until you're bowing before my great brush. Yeah, throw it in my face, why don't you? Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Deknomaru, against you. Somebody's primarily screeching. What? What was that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh, great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect the Kamiki village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being encased in the fruit? That's the fruit. The girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me, too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. And now we're playing the feud! Okay, so first things first. I'm the realist. No, I'm inverting my fucking camera. Let's do LCD. And we're good. Where are we? Got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right analog stick to look around. The L1 button changes your point of view. Boy, you really look so hopeless. Are you gonna be okay? No, I'll be fine. I've been through worse. Ah, yeah. Proper camera control. Hold on. That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. But make sure you have what you need to save your progress. I'm talking about the memory card, 8 megabytes for the PlayStation 2, silly. And let me give you a little advice. You should save and never gave files. That way, you should always go back if you get stuck or something. Always gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. Now, I never do this. So, he advises that you save to multiple files. We have about 30. However, I always save to one save file for this game, because why not? Now, the only game that I took this advice with as of late was, I recently started playing Tales of Vesperia. And I've seen that whole game before. Just not the bonus content that was from the PS3 version. That was the only bit of thing I didn't see from it. So I'm doing the file thing, where I save to multiple save files, and honestly, it's bothering me. It's like really bothering me. I don't know why, but it's just doing it. However, since this is the stream memory card, I'll most likely make an exception here. But yeah. If you bust him, there might be something good inside. Press the square button to bust him with your head. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. So, this game's structure, I should talk about that for a bit. Now, Okami is very tutorial heavy early in the game. Okami is on my list of games to play. Yo, is that Jack? Holy smokes! That was one sweet wall jump you did there. First you press X to jump, and then touching the wall, you can press X again. But I guess you already knew that. They say good luck is found in high places. So keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure. He says we don't want to miss any treasure. Yeah, there's one right here. So, we've obtained a Holy Bone S. So, yeah, you got here just in time when I was about to talk about, like, the structure of this game. So, for those who don't know, Okami plays like a certain series from Nintendo. That was intentional. Apparently Kamiya's a big Zelda fan, and so he wanted to make a game based around it. And so Okami became that game. Which is really cool. Like, people would sometimes ask me, what is your favorite Zelda clone? And I will always answer either Okami or Darksiders. There's no in between for me. Like, both those games, I feel like, perfectly encapsulate, like, the Zelda formula. But, yeah. This is gonna be hard. Amaterasu, was it? That's kinda long. Mind if I call you Ami? Listen, Ami, ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least, that's what they say. Just watch. It'll take all day to explain. Picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Nice, huh? Just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of the many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there's about 13. Each one has the power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but... God or no god, how can anyone have the power of all 13? I don't know. Never stop read 13. Ra-da-da-da-da-da. Wait a minute, there's no water here. It's just a puddle. River of the Heavens? Do you mean the fabled Stardust River? But I don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? It do be that little puddle. Okay, I might change my x-axis back because... yeah. Yeah, now it's good. Wow. Look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey look, are those stars forming a pattern or is that just me? There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. You suck at drawing a single dot. Bah! Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. One of the most unique mechanics in all of gaming, probably. What a beautiful art style. Agreed. I feel like no matter what version of this game people play, the one thing that will always just look good is the art style. Like, that's how timeless I feel it is. If it isn't Mother Amaterasu. I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomagami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men, and now lie in disarray. I have become a constellation, and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens, and renew the flow of stardust. You could say we're going to become a Stardust Crusader. It's just so nicely styled. Wow, that was Yamagami. Yamagami? God. Yomagami, God of Restoration. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the River of Heavens? That mean you're just as good as the brush as yours truly. That couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? I don't know, an actual god probably? Yummy gummy. Yeah, I feel like that's what my friend Kodax would call him. He'd call him Yummy Gummy. Because, like, he has a habit for playing a game, and then saying a certain name for a character, and then just sticking with it. And it's honestly the funniest thing that he does. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. Not if I do the camera like this. Ha ha ha. It's a little blurry on my end, but I'm pretty sure I can manage. Whoa! A river of stardust, dude! So this is really the river of the heaven... I'm not gonna do that. But what I really want to know is, who the heck drew the damn thing? 'Twas me. Also, depending on what controller you use for the PS2 version, your brush is invisible. It's just a really funny thing that one of my controllers does. Because I have like a really shoddy PS2 controller, and so I'm using a PS1 controller to play this game. And so as a result, the brush strokes are invisible. Anyway, it's time to earn our second stomach. Look what you found, Furball. This astral pouch here is amazing. It could swallow up lots of food. Okay, I've heard of an astral pouch, but how comes this game doesn't have an astral chain? I cracked the code. That's why the game's called Astral Chain. It's because the astral pouch. This changes everything. Someone call MatPat. When it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it whatever we can and find out that we can find around here. Invisible brush mode activated. That's literally the joke that I tell myself every time that I even use the invisible brush, because of just how, like, it's really funny. It's just really funny to me. But yeah, no, Astral Pouch is basically a fairy in a bottle, but you have to, like, willingly fill it up. I must dog. Actually, I'm gonna let my speed build up here. She walk. Now she run. Now she run again. Full speed. She run at maximum speed. I still, to this day, have no idea where all 100 of these things are. Actually, wait. Have I ever read this sign before? Fountain of Nagi. Nagi? What's his name doing here? Wow, a line of text that I've never seen in this game. Weird. But yeah, it's weird. I've never checked that sign. Oh, I ran into the rock. Oh shit, now we're trapped. Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the White Wolf Shiranui. First a river of heavens, and now this place? Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, the sword's in really bad shape. God sure didn't do a good job protecting this place. I wouldn't badmouth the god of this area if I were you. I mean, for all I know, he could just be an invisible rat with a giant blade. That really was your brushwork all this time. How'd you get so good? Exactly who are you, anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like a... Oh shit. Oh shit, it's a mouse. Oh shit, oh fuck, it's a mouse. Oh no. And I just made my mouse comment too. I'm gonna fucking die. Oh. Overcompensating much? Well, well, well. If it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time. But with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was this shrine dedicated to the ancient heroes of the past and all that good stuff. If there's anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. He cackle. Yeah, he never said his own name. Weird. Hey, that was the god... Hey, that was the god Tachigami. Master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute. If you're getting all these powers... Then you're just like a soap sponge. I knew it. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi? Oh, yeah, I loved the legendary wolf sponge. When Shiranui died, the powers was split into 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi? It's just like the legend! Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see if you could slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it until I see it. What makes you think you'll see it? Wow! I didn't think you had it in you, furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Yeah, you do that a lot. Hey, furball. Amaterasu. I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranui Reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I'll just tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you! It's no good trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you mastered the power slash technique, you can cut that thing Sakuya was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. And now we're followed by the Crazy Taxi arrow. Because it legit looks like the arrow from Crazy Taxi. Therefore, it is the Crazy Taxi arrow. Invisible slash engaged. That's strange. I should have gotten into our first battle by now. Weird. It's almost as if I'm skipping the loading trigger for it on purpose. Yeah, okay, no, that's just a neat thing you can do. I'm actually gonna go back and fight the enemies. What the shit? Pot was looking at me funny. Fuck. Why are you cackling, my guy? Wait. Did I skip the tutorial battle, like, entirely? What the fuck? I didn't know you could skip both triggers. Oh. It was moved up here, okay. What the shit? Where'd they come from? Ah, whatever. Draw first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press square to use its power against them. Yeah. I'm not gonna power slash him. I'm just gonna keep slashing him with my divine instrument. Cut the fucker in half. Fucker never ate flakes. Shit. Yeah, no. So, certain brush techniques give you a thing called floral finishers, and that gives you a thing called demon fangs. What do you mean it didn't do perfect on time? I fucking kicked their ass. Oh yeah, get ready to hear that a lot. That's like a running joke with everybody who plays this game, where it's like, oh yeah, that battle went by super quick. Cherry Blossom is literally withered. What do you mean it did badly on time? Invisible brush. Radish. So it's funny. It plays like a Zelda game, but it handles combat like a Tales of game. Interesting. Very interesting. In other words, it's kind of like an action RPG. Or not. I actually don't know. Running, 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 right. We running, 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 right. What happens if I try to leave? What in the world? There was something blocking the road leading back to the village? Am I still dreaming? You'll never see it coming. Fuck. I said you'll never see it coming. It is time for a beautiful cutscene. I forgot that I had a pack of crackers here. So if you heard crackling, now you know. Oh, the village has been restored. Sakia came through big this time. She really was protecting the village. But I sure wish I kind of spent more time in her kimono. If you know what I mean. But seriously, with the monsters running around and all, the villagers could be in danger. Let's go see if they're all doing well down there. I will be right back. chiming in for like 1 second. Currently taking care of something else in a different server. So before I actually come back, I'm gonna play a little clip for you guys, and like all you'll hear is audio. Don't question it. It's great.
Did incredible this weekend.
So proud.
Dude,
I'm
like
so proud of all
this-
of us.
this is my second one. I wasn't there for the
ate
first.
my own ass for charity! For charity! I was about to switch back to my webcam, but I think I might just keep the Rosalina thing up just to keep my own face.
Well,
God!
for charity, bitches. God ate his own ass for direct relief. Oh no.
Oh no.
Please tell me we're not on the front page. Please tell me we're not on the front page right now.
MC, I had no idea.
Little did John know he was on the front page for that. Anyway, I'm back, like for real this time. I wanted to share that little sound clip from TRG Coliseum last night because I love that clip so much. For those who don't know, the Runaway Guys host a yearly event, a yearly charity event thing, which I think they raised over $22,000, I believe. Like, I think that was their goal. Or 22... Yeah. Welcome back. Thank you. And, if anyone watches a guy named Family Jewels, he chimed in. So, for them reaching 222K, somebody said, Jules, if you can hit that incentive, eat your own ass out on stream. And there was literally a picture of him just like arching his butt to his face. Like that was it. And then as they were signing off, Jules just chimes in with, I ate my own ass for charity! And it was the funniest shit I'd ever heard. And every time I see that clip now, I just laugh. I even made a joke on Twitter. It's like, images that precede legendary events. And it was just the picture of Rosalina. Like, Jack, I'm pretty sure you saw that tweet. No, you didn't. I thought that was one of the tweets I got notifications from. Actually, wait, what tweet was it? Oh, it was the Bellsprout thing. That was it. Yeah, that alone was another good thing. The fucking Bellsprout. The Bellsprout. But yeah, no. TRG Coliseum was fucking wicked this year. And I'm glad they were still able to do it despite not being able to be in person. And here's hoping next year they'll be able to actually hold it together this time. But yeah, enough about that. Let's get back to the game. I just wanted to share that funny moment. Yo, it's a statue. What in the world? I don't remember there being a statue here. Well, whatever. Let's go talk to the villagers. Man, these trees look like shit. I mean, no petals. Hey, there's a statue here too. It's like the villagers have turned into stone or something. Not again! That's one of those smaller monsters that are oh, it's not one of the smaller monsters. Monsters? If we're like that, it's gotta belong to something much bigger. Let's hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here. Not good. This one's not moving. Everyone was perfectly fine just a few hours ago. There's definitely something strange going on around here. The village is back, but what's up with the dark sky? Maybe it's dark outside the village too? Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. Crazy Taxi Hero has returned. There's definitely something strange going on. Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. This is bad. The sun's not even shining. It's as black as night as far as the eye can see. Not a single villager can move a muscle. Some kind of curse? Did a monster do this? It's not going to stay like this forever, is it? If only the sun were to shine right now. If you could draw a circle in the sky, we'd have ourselves a sun. But I guess that's impossible even for a god like you. Maybe we better stick and seek out another brush god for help. And of course, if you had that kind of power from the start, that would be a different story. Yeah, about that. What? Come to think of it, your name is Amaterasu. That's the name of the sun god. So I'd follow you had the sunrise technique from the start. With that, you could turn night into day. Wow, you're no run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. The flowing brush is like a music from the heavens. That's a line from one of my grandfather's poems. He felt a skilled artist was like a musician in shape of color. Since you're such a great artist yourself, why don't we name your brushwork after that poem of his? It's called the Celestial Brush. After all, your brush did bring out the sun. Well, Ami, let's get back to the village. You gotta see if the villagers are back to normal now. Who are you? A white wolf. Not the one who fought that terrible creature with Nagi. You couldn't possibly be the legendary Shiranui. No, it can't be. That story's 100 years old. Still, you look a lot like that statue of Shiranui. On the other hand, you don't look quite as smart. Whoa. No need to growl like that. Can you really understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm not one to mince words, I just state the facts. Add some menacing text from JoJo, you got yourself a high-quality meme here. Fucking chewing shit. What's this sudden chill down my spine? Here they come, Furball. Those are the monsters that have been plaguing these lands. They sneak into villages and cause all sorts of trouble. Step aside, Furball. This is a job for my trusty sword, Deknomaru. Now that's what I call whacking with style. That joke didn't age well. Now I've got your power! The lake has been restored! How long have we been live for? It does not feel like we've been live for an hour. What the fuck? Wow, you really get aggressive when you're mad, don't you? Hey, you got yourself some praise! And look, now that dried up spring began flowing again. That's because ridding an area of monsters restores the god's power to the land. People call it a divine intervention. They're not very subtle, are they? The more you restore the land to its natural beauty, the more praise you'll get. It's the source of your power. Few people believe in gods these days, and that's why and that may weaken you. But if you try real hard, why am I speaking like a speaking spell? But boy, there's been a lot of monsters around here lately. And that Mr. Orange you tossed around on the sacred deck looks like he thinks you're just a regular wolf. Seems the gods have grown so weak people can't even see them anymore. Oh, anyway, I'll show you around the village. I have a feeling you're in for an epic adventure. This is gonna be fun for a ball. I have obtained the feeding bag for birds. It is feeding time for bird. Why, you little devil. Look at this sweet grub you found. Hey, wait, this is animal food. We are an animal. You dumbass. Still, we could save it to give to animals. Let's see if we could try and approach animals later. Something good might come out of using it right away. I know gods aren't supposed to use creatures in this matter, but what the hell, let's make an exception this time. Oh, I almost forgot. There was something I wanted to tell you. Whenever you want to check the items you've obtained, just press the start button and open the fan menu. While the fan menu is open, you can check and use items you have. There are other things you can do there too. The fan menu is your key to a successful adventure. I've obtained small globe. Wait, this isn't globe of Earth, this is globe of solar unit. It globe of sun, it's sun globe. It is globe of sun. I must feed birds. The first skippable cutscene. But what happens if you don't skip it? Yeah, that cutscene goes on for a long time if you don't skip it. Ah, great Shiranui, oh no. What happens if you headbutt him? Whoa. Hey! Don't! Show some respect to your elders! Hey, don't show respect to your elders. I can be funny sometimes. Where the... I know there's a thing here. Are you right here? I was right. Traveler's Charm raises my godhood by one level. Okay. Why do you have a jar on your head? So, this is a great spot for grinding Demon Fangs. I'm just gonna say that. I've cut off your legs. Yeah, you can talk to him more and more to just earn more praise and spirits and all that. Or, yeah. Off stream, I'm probably gonna actually fight that guy. Or not fight the guy, but yeah. I will be right back again. I'm getting called into the other room.
This is my second one. I wasn't there for the
ate
first.
my own ass for charity!
I'm back. I can't be subtle with that. I can't. I should have just clipped the I ate my own ass part. Just for the hell of it. Just so I can use that as a meme. Yeah, no, I'm back and I've acquired Cat. I've acquired Beanie Smalls. She's eating and paying no attention to things around her. She's being dummy floof. I need to check Twitter real fast. What the shit is the context here? What? I don't... I'm just gonna go with the hee extra virgin and call it a day. God damn it, Mickey. Is this what humor has revolved to now? You know, I'm surprised he hasn't came in here yet to troll my ass. Because he usually does that. Like, this is normally the part of the stream where he'll just come in and be like, hey, yo. Shit's rad. And then leave. But yeah, no. I left to go get a cat and more water because I was running low on water. Take this as a lesson, chat. Properly hydrate yourself. Just don't drink too much water, or else, Actually, I don't know if this is real or not, but I remember hearing a story of a woman who drank a lot of water to win a Wii. And she won the Wii, but later died due to her blood cells dying because of how much water she drank. It was like the weirdest shit ever, and I don't know if it's real or not. Anyway, this kid has a pet dragonfly. Immediately the best thing ever.
Huh? A white wolf? No, that's just plain weird. Sure, it looks like a little bigger. Think you can beat my dog Hayabusa? Well, listen here.
That depends. Is his first name Ryu?
This is a field where my mama attends to, you see. Well, Hayabusa managed to dig up 9 turnips in a row. Even though my mama tried chasing him around and was slugging him. There were actually 10 turnips in that field. Hayabusa's fixing to get all 10.
Is he now?
Think you could dig up all the turnips in my mama's field? Don't forget, you'd have to avoid being slugged by my mama. I'll admit you're the better canine if you could do it.
She's gonna try and slug us? Not exactly my idea of a good time, Mommy. At least you have your celestial brush and wicked brush strokes. Yo, that's fucking wicked. Yo, so you're this bitch. Look at this bitch! You bark at his face, he's like, Marley, you look very unamused at me. The fuck you want? Get your ass out of here. I'm dragging you over here. Ah! I'm about to dig up every turnip in this field and nothing you can do to stop me. I've consumed turnip. Yo, speaking of turnips, I gotta check my turnip prices after stream. Hey lady, could you not? Hey, lady. I said could you not? I'm trying to dig here. Bitch, I said, can you not? I need these for my astral pouch. So you can fuck off with you. Oh, you're approaching me? No, you're not. All this for some coochie? Here's your coochie, kid.
Hey, wait, that's the oddly shaped turnip Hayabusa I have been looking for. That means you've broken Hayabusa's record by digging up all 10 turnips. God damn it. Fine, you're the better canine. Anyway, it actually feels good to have a new goal to aim for.
You know, I just thought about the implications of what he could possibly do with that oddly shaped turnip, and I do not want to think about it because God has left this chat. He has left the building. Or I should say she has left the building, considering this God right here is a she, but... she-butt. She's not a Sheba, she's a wolf. I'm gonna harvest your entire crop, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I was kidding, game. What the fuck? I've consumed rice ball. Why are you petting me? I destroyed your crops! What the fuck? Well, what a fine looking wolf. What's your name? Mine's Kushi. It's a pleasure to meet you. Working in the fields again, are you? Isun? Are you and this wolf together? This is where I grow the rice for making my sake, you know. But I haven't managed to harvest it all my work. It's pretty hard. Maybe I should have Susanoo give me a hand again this year. Oh, listen to me blabbering on. I just can't help but chatter to you. Hey, Ami, I think you found a friend here. You're gonna meet people who want to talk to you like this. You should talk to them 2 or even 3 times. Being a god and all, you can actually tell when to talk because you'll see a little triangle above their head. That means they still have something to say. It might even be valuable information sometimes. They may just be mothering to themselves, but it pays to listen. It doesn't actually pay to listen, but it's good to listen anyway. Susanoo's a neighbor of mine. He's a little unusual, but he goes around with a big sword slung over his shoulder. He's always practicing with it. They say he's a direct descendant to our legendary hero, Nagi. And he loves his sake, too. He often pops around just to buy it. Make sure to say hello when you see him. He could use a friend, I should think. He's always on his own. Oh yeah, so one important thing about this game. If I could just zoom in real close here for a sec. This game has a dedicated bark button. truly the greatest game of all time. For not only can you not pet the dog, but you are the dog. That is why you can't pet the dog. Can you bark as the dog? Yes. Can you sit as the dog? Yes. But can you lay down as the dog? Yes, you can! Yes, you can! You can lay down as the pupper. The pupper has laid down with the sheep. Go the fuck back to sleep. God, I love messing with the camera like that. I'm just like, stop.
A white wolf? Now that's a rare sight. Did you come down from the mountains to play with us? Well, you better be careful, dear. Lately, some monsters have been attacking the villagers.
Do you even know who you're talking to, Grandma? This here is Shiranui Reborn. The wolf and I have covered. Monsters are history.
Well, if it isn't Isun and riding a wolf, are we?
This one certainly resembles Shiranui, especially the nose.
Well, I better get back to my work. You listen to the ramblings of an old woman, are you?
Pet him.
Well, I was doing the laundry. But when I was ready to dry, I noticed my drying pole was gone. Oh, whatever shall I do? Where'd my damn pole go?
She's missing something that should be there, isn't she? You better help her out, Furball. Are you the one in charge here? I almost completely forgot about this. They say good things are found from high places. Ra-da-da-da-da-da.
A new drying pole? Oh my, where did that come from? The gods must have answered my prayers. How wonderful. Time to dry the laundry. Well, I'm glad I was able to hang my laundry, but the sun seems far away these days. Maybe it doesn't seem like all those monsters are lurking about. If only it could shine closer, my laundry would dry in a second.
So, by close, do you mean in front of this mountain close?
My word. The sun's suddenly drawn so close. My laundry will be bone dry in no time. First my pole and now this. Will the miracles never cease? Maybe I ought to make some cherry cakes to offer to the sun. Come back tonight if you want some too, Snowball. No one makes better cherry cakes than your mouth-watering good.
She started to sound like Master Roshi near the end there. And now I'm disappointed in myself for not doing Master Roshi the whole fucking time. Anyway, we tried to leave the village. And we got this dude here. Heave! Heave! This is weird. My mind just really wants to shift this rock. But my body won't cooperate. It's like I'm made of lead. Could this be the ease of a demon possession? I sure hope not. You say that. When it's actually the case! Hey, Marley. Hey, Katie. You here to disrupt me? What is up with this camera angle? What the fuck? What was with that weird camera angle? What the hell? Whoa, you suddenly started glowing. That means your divine attributes can be enhanced. Well, you sure look excited. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Let's take a stab at enhancing your divine attributes. I'm going to open the fan menu where you'll see your divine attributes. Use the praise you've accumulated to enhance any attribute you want. This was not intentional. This was not intentional at all. We're playing Okami on 420, and I have 69 praise. Nice. I'm glad I streamed this today. Oh my god. I gotta go back and clip this later. That's great. They call it the funny number for a reason, and it actually made me audibly laugh. Holy shit. Now, we can do our health or our ink pot. You know what? Ink is important, so I'm doing ink. I always do ink first. Well, it's not coming back to you or what? Well, it's hard to notice such a small enhancement. Oh, lighten up, Furball. This is one big step for the new and improved Amaterasu. Keep up the good work. Oh, I almost forgot. We better check on that dude. Ah, I feel as light as a feather now. Sadly, it doesn't make it any easier to shift this boulder. It wouldn't block the only path out of here anyway. There's no way I can get back to the city now. Say, Pup, your owner lives somewhere in this village, right? You must know a guy named Susano. Can you get him to come here? They say he's descendant of the legendary hero Nagi. If anyone can do anything about the boulder, it's him. That's strange. This boulder wasn't here before. Well, the one house we haven't been to intentionally yet. Sheesh. He's always snoring like a bear. This is the home of the 2-bit middle-aged warrior Susano. He goes around claiming to be a descendant of Nagi. He's famous around here for his lineage, but he's awfully lazy and too off the wall to be a descendant of a legendary hero. Hey. Is it just me, or do you hear snoring from underneath this jug? Well, that's some basement. I'm the greatest. Oh, Kushi, let's wake this guy up. What the? Huh? I feel so rested. I planned to meditate underground, but fell fast asleep. Huh? Who are you? And what business do you have with Susano, the greatest warrior ever? Do even beasts know of my great exploits now? Well, Fido, I'm not looking for an apprentice. Go back to the mountains and play with your little monkey friends. How dare a mangy mud like you interrupt my meditation? Get a load of this guy. All brawn and no brains. Quit messing around and come with us. You snuck in here again? Quit bugging me, you bug. I told you, don't call me a bug! Come on, Ami, we're taking him with us. What do you think you're doing? Put me down. This instant. What will the neighbors think? I don't know. What will the neighbors think? I fucking love this shit. What happens if you cut this down? Ooh, it's a training of Coochie. Hey, that's a picture of Cushy. Pomp's really training or what? Oh, he doesn't say anything about it? Damn it. Pet him. Flail your arms. Flail faster. You mangy mutt! You brought me all the way here just so you could test yourself against me? Then prepare to taste the wrath of my trusty blade, Tohen Boku. Hold on a minute. You're the legendary Susanoo. Yep. None other than Susanoo, the greatest warrior who ever lived. And by the way, never interrupt warriors engaged in battle. But I've got a favor to ask you. This huge boulder blocking the path is really getting in my way. Can you do something about it? What? Come on, I mean, you're Nagi's descendant, aren't you? Surely one stone is no match for your mighty skills, right? It is certainly not beyond my ability. Really? Great! Oh, nice then. No time like the present, go for it. Wait. A boulder this size is not very easily. It's not very easy even for me. This will require my utmost focus to magnify the power of my sword. I shall retire to the training grounds to make preparations. Wait for my return. I wonder. I've never seen the guy train seriously. Ever. You drunk off your ass, you fucking donkey! I know I told that merchant I could help. But a boulder that size? I don't care if I'm a legendary bloodline, it's just too big. Huh? Oh no. Can't believe I've run out of sake at a time like this. This won't do one bit. That's it for today. I'll just have to train tomorrow. I can't train without sake to fuel the fire. Training will just wait until tomorrow. Why do today when you could put off until tomorrow? That's doing things to Susanoo way. Sake, huh? Oh yeah, this village has a sake brewing girl, doesn't it? We swim. Oh, hello there. Got a bit of problem, you know. I have to polish the rice in the mill house so I can use it. But the mill's broken. The wicked monster broke it the other day. Its hopes was trying to make a good sake without clean rice. Wow. That's too bad. I should never have let the monsters try my new thunder brew. A broken mill and flattened crops. That's all the things I get. Don't go giving monsters sake, they're bad enough sober! Sheesh, what was she thinking? Anyway, I guess this is a matter of fixing something that's broken. Sounds like something you can handle with your brush, Ami. What about my invisible brush? Ooh! That was a fucking cop-out. She approaches slowly. What's this? The mail's been mended. Who on earth did that? I completely given up the idea of making my sake. But now I can go and polish the rice. Well, no time like the present. I better get started. Hi, kitty. Oh, well, a certain Marley kitty's in a good mood today. You're interested in the new how to brew sake, aren't you, Snowy? Well, this thing's here for polishing the rice, you see. Oh, I'll tell you what. I've got something I think you'll like. It's just some leftover stock from the store. But I made it myself. It's called Vista of the Gods. Oh, but are you even old enough to drink, Snowy? She's a wolf. Wolves can't drink alcohol. So now we just gotta bring this to Susano. Huh? Hold it right there, Fido. That smell. Is that Kushi's famous homebrewed sake? Fido, my friend. Did you bring me some of Kushi's sake? Oh, what a glorious day. Ah, good old sake. A man without drink is like a warrior without his trusty sword. In fact, it is said that Nagi himself relied on the power of sake in his battle with the dreaded Orochi. It's also clear now. Let the training begin. I'll just try a bit of my usual routine. Okay, here I come. Feast your eyes on this. Susano style. Exploding implosion. Huh? Hiya! Susano style. Exploding implosion. Marley, you got a piece of paper stuck to your face. That was amazing. You sliced that huge rock clean in half. You really are something. Wow, didn't think you could do it, Pops. Me either. I mean, of course I could. After all, I am Susano, the greatest warrior ever. You weren't just showing off when you said you're Nagi's descendant. Someone like you would have no trouble fighting monsters off, huh? Well, anyway, thanks a lot. Now I can start doing business again. Did you say? Monsters? Oh, of course. No problem. This is a job for the most skilled warrior in all of Nippon. Yes. I shall rid these lands of their vile presence. Just sit back and watch the great Susano work his magic. Shouldn't get all puffed up. He's nothing without us. Well, he'll be okay though, right? The monsters outside the village are nasty. Ah, glorious Amaterasu. That's an ass. What a pleasure to witness your heroic deeds. I am in awe. When you cleave the boulder into two, my heart skipped a beat. To see your skills with the brush is to witness to great art. Yeah, so do we get a reward or something, lady? I hardly think your participation had any impact, little bug. It's Isun! Isun, 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 Isun! Stop calling me a bug! I'll crawl back into your kimono if you say bug. If you call me a bug again. My word. Now relax, lady. Furball here's more comfy anyway. Let's get back to that reward thing you were talking about. Come on, Ami. Put out your paw or something. Go on, shake! I must apologize. I would like to reward you, but I'm afraid I haven't the power. I could barely muster enough strength to make a flower bloom. Though my body stands firmly here within the confines of the village, my roots spread far and wide, protecting remote areas outside. These parts of me are known as guardian saplings. They collect the praise and admiration that gives me strength. The recent evil is encoding the guardian saplings. If this continues, I will wilt away as well, and my power will vanish. Worse yet, dark power grows stronger by each passing day. Life as we know it will be consumed utterly in no time. Ah man, this is getting heavy. Great and powerful Amaterasu. Could I be so bold as to request your assistance in rejuvenating these guardian saplings by lifting the curse that enslaves them? I shall mark the locations of nearby saplings on your map. Circle. I have grown tired. I haven't even the strength to speak now. I hope that my request has not fallen on deaf ears. Amaterasu, may the fresh scent of flowers protect you always.
Bah!
I'm always itching for a good fight, but I sure don't want to pick my nose into this mess. Well, I'm stuck with Furball here till I get all the brush skills. Anyway, Ami's a god and all. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, did you listen to her, Furball? You get the rest of the brush techniques to save the world. And I'll steal and learn them. Yeah, that's a ticket. Anyway, at any rate, let's start by following these marks on the map. I think we'll save that for next time. Because it's been at least 2 hours now. And I have other things that I have to do tonight. So we're going to go ahead and save our progress. Anyway. Hope you guys had fun with the stream today. And Marley just left. Okay, cool. I am so glad I was able to finally play this game for the stream again. This game is very good and I would highly recommend it. Yes, it starts out slow, but we're at the part where things pick up rather quickly. So, at least 2 to 3 hours in, it'll get great. Anyway, if you guys want to see more from me, I have a Twitter. That's usually in the description. At least I believe it to be. But in case no one here knows and is watching the VOD, I gotta wait for Twitter to actually load. My Twitter is at MegaAlexiel1998. You'll know where to find me. I post a variety of things regarding to either art, just random stuff, and yeah. Currently, I'm also posting stuff about Tales of Vesperia because that is the current game that I'm going through on the side. And I did the same thing with Okami on Switch, and you could see all my archives there if you just go looking hard enough. But yeah. So, stream's been fun. I'll see you guys on Thursday. If I decide to stream Thursday. I will most likely be either streaming Wind Waker or playing something new. But, yeah.